Do you watch the news? You go home, you turn on CNN?
I watch the news. I do watch both.
Yeah.
I do watch both. So I love to get my January 6th update on one network, and then hear the pro police update on the other network. But I just as a comic, I really hope Trump runs again.
God,
I fucking love it. It's like a Christmas buffet. That dude does not stop giving. He's fucking fantastic.
Material for days, huh?
Oh my God, I fucking love him.
It's
I love
crazy.
everything
You
about
talk
it.
to some of them right-wing casts, are like, well, Fox is actually owned by the liberals too. It's crazy. This whole world we're living in of Illuminati type shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, it was so funny how like Elon Musk is like this golden child, and then he's like, I think I might vote Republican. He's like, this guy's a piece of shit, man.
Yeah.
So I just think it's so fascinating, the pendulum swings that the media has and everything. But just like as a comedian, I'm strictly speaking as a comedian, I fucking love Trump. I think he is just absolutely fascinating. He doesn't give a fuck. He just says whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that
clip the part where he says, "I fucking love Trump." That's it.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
That's all we want. Yeah.
And hearts around me. But I mean, the fact that
Twitter's gonna love this episode this week, boys.
Here they go again. Another one.
Here they go again.
Like when he's asked questions like, "What do you think of Heidi Klum?" and he's like, "Well, sadly, she's no longer a 10." It's like, that's fucking crazy.
She's no longer a 10.
Describe a human being as no longer being a 10. Like, I'm like, keep those coming, please.
Dude.
Let me write that down.
Yeah, politics are fun.
Politics are not for me, dude.
Yeah.
Not for me. Not interested in it.
To me, like, everybody gets way too.
There's too much emotional.
Way too much.
Yeah, the emotional involvement. Like, I just listen. I'm just trying to live my. I'm just trying to like do my daily stuff.
People say if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. I say fuck that, dude. I'll not stand for anything. It's the best. That way I can get along with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Whoever
I'll fall for it all.
Yeah, I'll fall for it all. If I'm around somebody that's a Democrat, so am I, dude. If I'm around a Republican, so I think Jeff Dye had a bit about that.
He did.
That shit was hilarious.
I mean, for real though, if people tell me something, I'm pretty gullible. I'll just be like, oh shit, for real? I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, this man is the most gullible man of all time, bro.
I want to talk about how the Earth's flat, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
I think, like, especially as a comic, I like to peg both of them. I like to shit on both of them because comics, I think 85% are predominantly leftists. And so when I tweet stuff that fills the void of the right, I get shit on, I get blocked. I'm like, I hit everybody. You guys know me. And I had a good friend, and a very popular comic stop talking to me because of all the stuff. And
what's his name?
We need this.
Go ahead.
Two mics. Just all three mics.
I'll give you his initials.
No, don't do that. Ooh. Don't do that.
I'll give you Neil Brennan.
He just stopped talking to you because of the political thing?
Yeah, because he's definitely pretty lefty. I still love Neil. Like, I respect him. I flew to New York to see his show, but he said, I just can't talk to you. I'm sure at some point I'll see him and I'll hug him or whatever. But he basically was bent up because, as co-creator of Chappelle's show, I think you definitely have an in with a certain community of this nation, right? People that predominantly vote Democrat. I'll just say that. Black people.
Yeah, yeah.
So he
I'll just say that.
So we were having this debate about January 6th and BLM riots, and I think rioting across the board is bad. And I think rioting the Capitol is as bad as rioting city streets and destroying businesses. And he was like, one is justified, one's not. And we were going on this, pontification and debate about it. And he just said, I just can't talk to you anymore because the last election, I think it culminated because the last election, I couldn't vote for either candidate. He said, how do you not pick this over that? And I was like, I'm a lot more apolitical, but I am very political in certain jokes. You know what I mean? So I'm not emotionally invested in politics, but he is. And so for me, I like to kind of jab a bit more. And
I know that's what I hate, like potentially losing homies over stuff like that. So I would just rather be like, they'll say somebody will say whatever they want to say, and I'm like, I don't want to be emotionally invested in this kind of conversation. Right, I want to still hang out. Like whoever's sitting next to me might feel a certain way, but
I'm invested in the joke.
Stay back from fucking any of those kinds of conversations.
Yeah,
because to me, it's not worth all the like, hey, we're literally splitting up friendship wise over something political.
Yeah, unfortunately, in my industry, I'd say 95% of the people I work with are not only left, but really left. In the entertainment industry, it is a bubble, absolutely. That people live within this dome of like super progressive values. And I'm pretty progressive, but I'm not like hardened. Like I believe in smaller government. I believe, certain things. If you want to get an abortion, I think you should, So I have a perspective, I think, that's kind of like more middle than most people. But my peers are all pretty extreme.
Balance is important in life. So why wouldn't you try to stay balanced in your views as well?
That's why I love living here, because like the city's blue like most, the outskirts are red, and so when you go and perform at Zany's, you get this great hybrid of opinions, and so you could tell these fun jokes. And like one of the jokes that I don't do material on this, but it was a real experience. Literally the first day I move in, the setup is real, the punch is a joke, right? And the setup is I was signing a package in this brand new home that first day I move in, the UPS driver's like, so where'd you move from? I'm like, oh, Los Angeles. He's like, California. I go, yeah. He goes, hey, will you do me a favor? I go, yeah. He goes, you keep your fucking politics in California. And I was like, holy shit, okay, I'm in the South now. And my joke is, don't worry about a thing, sir. The only thing I brought with me is my black Jewish husband. Yeah. That's the joke, right?
Yeah.
You just kind of like find a way, but I try to like, I just try to find a way to hit both sides,
Yeah.
I'm pro vibes, man.
Pro vibes for sure. What a line.
I'm pro vibes.
What a line by the boy.
Dude.
That's the truth,
Just
dude.
keep the vibes and wait it'll all like...
People are angry about a lot of stuff. I was up in Canada for a month. They're mad about stuff up there too. Trudeau, they hate him.
What are they? What's
hey
Trudeau? Yeah.
Trudeau.
Yeah.
There's fuck Trudeau stickers. That's like Canada's just America up there right now.
What's fuck Trudeau? Oh, that's a
Trudeau's like their guy.
Okay.
Like their prime minister.
Yeah.
And, and he's like trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. He came in with good ideas, allegedly. I don't know, but it seems like people are really not about him. Really not
Great
about
head
him.
of hair.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure. Who was the guy who ran Cuba for a little bit? What was his name?
Castro?
Yes. Allegedly, he's the illegitimate son.
That's right, yeah. Those are always like
Those are fun conspiracies.
Oh, I love
Those are fun conspiracies. Dude,
dude.
I love to go down rabbit holes. Now, you start talking about flat Earth, I'll take a stance on that right now. Come on. You know what I'm saying? That's
What
just
about
crazy.
Hollow Earth?
Who?
What about Hollow Earth?
Bro, there's too much weight up on here. We're going to fall through. What do you mean? Hollow Earth?
He's just asking.
Yeah.
Fans.
I don't know about that. But like they talk about, have you seen Loose Change on YouTube? It's about 9/11.
Oh yeah.
It's a crazy deal now. You
Long
sit there and
time ago.
at the end of it, you're like, maybe.
Where's the debris in Shanksville? All that stuff. Yeah.
It's just a
wild.
crazy deal. Then the whole idea of the Illuminati, that there's a bunch of people running the world.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild to me. Lizard people. It just kind of gets crazier and crazier as you go.
The one I think is always funny. I love watching Ancient Aliens, and I always thought it was funny how like, when you see like the Great Wall of China, it's like the Chinese built that. And when you see, something else, it's like, oh, Stonehenge is like the British put this here in a, denoted time or whatever. And then you see like pyramids. It's like, oh yeah, aliens built those. There's no way these dirty brown people could build that shit. It's like, why do you not believe that that's possible? That's fucking crazy to me.
Dude.
Yeah. But we can all agree that aliens are real, right?
Yeah, is that a fact now? That aliens are a real thing?
I think it is.
Imagine the first podcast with an alien on.